Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Matthew Jaramillo with the Santa Fe Chamber of Commerce, and we're going to give you a legislative session update. What we're planning to do is do this every Wednesday. We'll post it and hopefully give you everyone an update on what's going on at the Roundhouse. So, as many of you know, yesterday kicked off the first day of the legislative session. This year, which is an odd year, it will be a 60-day session where 112 of our legislators, along with the governor and her administration, are looking to accomplish a number of things. And per the Constitution, all they really have to do is balance the budget. But this year is going to be a very aggressive year for a number of reasons. Particularly, the governor is looking to really stem a lot of the crime that's been going on in and around Santa Fe and the state. And the legislature is looking like they have the same ambition. So crime is going to be one of the main things that they're looking to tackle. Also looking at health, safety, and wellness, there's going to be a number of initiatives related to hospitals, safety, mental health, and that kind of thing. And if you were able to join us for our legislative update, the ambition of our Santa Fe delegation really is you really can't incarcerate ourselves out of the challenge that we have. So they're really looking to shore up and create some programs that really help with the mental stability of a lot of our folks that are really challenged and having a hard time right now. Also, this is another record year for the budget, so finances are going to be a key thing. We're probably right around $13 billion now for our budget. Of course, if you look at all the federal funds and the matching dollars, that number grows exponentially into the 28s, 29 billions. But this is another record year thanks to the oil and gas industry, as well as looking at economic development and a lot of businesses looking to locate to New Mexico. So the governor's done a really good job over the last 6 years, really putting New Mexico on the map and ensuring that, we're no longer at the top of all the bad lists and the bottom of all the good. We're starting to trend down into the middle, especially as it relates to education, which will also be a big initiative. And if you heard her state of the state, it looks like that has really improved exponentially. Another key initiative that they're looking at related to education and our children is really how can we shore up and probably build up better our CYFD department. There's a number of initiatives that are probably going to be introduced, and whether that's move it outside of the administration and create a different review board on how to find an executive director, is it to remove it outside of the administration, make it its own standalone entity? There's going to be a number of ideas that are going to come forward related to that. And really the main thing that should matter is how can we protect those children? How can we give them the opportunity to seek a better home environment? And that's got to be the key. So we'll be listening and paying attention to a lot of things that relate to that aspect. Being the Santa Fe Chamber, of course, we're going to look at initiatives that relate to the business community. Some initiatives that we've seen a number of years, paid family medical leave. That's still going to be a challenge this year, especially the way that they have certain definitions, the way that they have timelines, the sizes and that kind of thing. So a lot of the challenges we saw last year are going to be apparent this year, but it looks like there's some more openness into coming to an agreement with the business community of what's in the best situation for our smaller businesses as well as our medium-sized businesses and the employees, so they have the opportunity to take a certain amount of leave depending on certain things that come up, because life always happens. As we continue to look at other business initiatives, there's going to be a lot of tax policy. The tax and rev is looking to really clean up a lot of language that they have on the books. Already there's a draft bill that's about over 450 pages that they're looking at, and a lot of it is really a lot of cleanup to make sure that our tax policy has an opportunity to really benefit folks. They're also looking at some low income tax policy that if you make a certain level that you should have an exemption to really give a lot of the folks that we have in New Mexico that are below or at the poverty line the ability to maintain a certain level of livelihood. So it's going to be a very interesting year. It's going to be a very fun session. We have a number of new elected officials that have joined us. We've got a number that have moved and transitioned from the House to the Senate, and a number of new members in leadership. Santa Fe, it's always great. We've always been blessed with legislative leadership, with Senator Worth being the Senate Majority Leader. We have Rena Skapansky, who's the House Majority Leader. We have a number of chairpersons in key committees such as Energy and Conservation, Judiciary. So we really have leadership at the legislature here in Santa Fe. Please remember that Capitol is open to the general public. We have the last citizen legislatures, and the access and engagement with them is like none you'd ever see in any other state. So walk over to the Capitol, go over, say hi, talk to them about some of the issues that you're facing, whether it's business or health, or if it's education. They love to hear from their constituents. They want to know what's going on because we are the ones that elected them and put them there. So we hope you tune in next Wednesday, when we're going to have probably some more things to talk about, considering we just started yesterday. They've already passed one bill, which is called the feed bill, and that's really what finances the legislative session. So tune in next week. We're going to have some specific things to talk about. We're going to have some guests. It's going to be a great time. So thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful, safe week. It's cold outside, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.